Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be looking through Sony's PlayStation 5, the future of a gaming show. I am going to recap some of the games that were showed and then give some of my own thoughts on the games and a little bit of some special thing that happened later on, some of the special part of the show that I loved. Little disclaimer, I have never owned a PlayStation console, but wow, now I am definitely getting a PS5. Let's look at the show right now. Bye. Was anyone else really hoping that was a console reveal right there? No, it was just a quirky little transformation to show us the buttons that they have in that little lineup. That would have been a pretty crazy looking console though. Anyway, the show opens up with a montage of past games and then dives into GTA 5. Yep, Rockstar will not give us a new GTA, but instead we are getting an enhanced version in 2021. If you owned a PS5 at launch, GTA 5 Online will be free.
So now what?
Next up, we see a game I am so hyped for. Insomniac brings us Spider-Man Miles Morales. It is launching in holiday 2020, so I bet you it can be a launch title. It would definitely sell the console if Miles Morales was a launch title. I mean, I know Spider-Man fans will buy that.
Okay, let's do this.
Gran Turismo 7, the real driving simulator, is the next game we get to see. And we see some actual gameplay. I was really disappointed that at Xbox's show, that was about a month ago, we didn't get to see some actual gameplay and they called it like a gameplay reveal. I was pretty disappointed, so I hope with their next announcement they'll do better. We don't know when this game releases, but it does look pretty nice and I like the gameplay. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is a brand new addition that uses the PS5's power to jump through dimensional rifts and explore whole new planets instantly. We also get to see some gameplay that shows off the diverse world. Although we see very little of this game, Project Athia looks like a game to keep your eyes on. The epic graphics make the world a masterpiece. I can't wait to see what Square Enix brings us with this game. This next game looks like you play as a cat in a futuristic world inhabited by robots. Stray will be coming in 2021 and it looks like a pretty interesting game. Sony then shows us some of our console's features, such as 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, Ultra High Speed SSD, and ray tracing. We then get to see some more of a controller that I am in love with. It has haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, a USB port, motion sensor, a built-in microphone, and integrated speakers, a headset jack, and 3D audio. These are all going to help us feel like we are in the game. Housemarque brings us Returnal. In this game, an astronaut relives one day in her life over and over again. Sadly, this one day is the day she crashes onto a planet that has vicious monsters. She starts to lose her sanity as she can't escape this horrible day. Next up, we get Sackboy: A Big Adventure. This game looks awesome. I can't wait to see more of the game and when it comes out. Next up, we get Rocket League 2. Oh, no, I mean Destruction All-Stars. This game looks like it is a deadly version of bumper cars. Hey, that makes me want to buy it. Josh and Mike Grier from Ember Labs bring us Kena: Bridge of Spirits. This indie looks like it will have a great story combined with a magical world that we can explore. Co-op, I think that's her name, presents Goodbye Volcano High, which is an odd-looking game to say the least. A group of teenage monsters navigate through high school in this game that will bring an end to the era. It comes out in 2021. Next up, Oddworld Inhabitants presents Oddworld Soulstorm. This game features golem-like creatures, and I can't tell what more this game is about. In Ghostwire Tokyo, we can realize Tokyo in whole new ways with the PlayStation 5's power. This game looks really cool, and I can't wait to play it in 2021. This next game looks like a simulation type of game. You are set in space and try to grow the civilization. It is called Jet: The Far Shore and comes out holiday 2020. Godfall is a sick-looking fighting game that will come out in holiday 2020. The gameplay looks amazing as well. The creators of Hyperlight bring us Solar Ash. This indie game has a really cool art style and it will come out in 2021. I'm so hyped for this game. Next up is Hitman 3. This game is the end of the Will of Assassination trilogy. We will see this game in January 2021. Astro's Playroom is the next game we know about. This game looks like a very fun platformer. Little Devil Inside is another game that has an amazing art style. The game seems to have a lot of humor and a large world to venture in. Next up, Zion Williamson shows off the new NBA 2K21. The game will come out fall 2020, and that is about all we know. Except for if you want to know what it'll be like, just check out 2K20. Not trying to bash. This next game looks very interesting. Island of Bugsnax is a quirky looking game where you are invited to an island by some hippo? The creatures of this game are from Octodad, and it releases in holiday 2020. Also, Demon Souls is getting a brand new remake for the PS5. It will be an exclusive to this console. Bethesda shows off their new game, Deathloop. This is another game where you replay the same day over and over again. This whole island is trying to kill you, and when you die, you will restart. Next up is a huge game, Resident Evil Village or Resident Evil 8. I know that lots of people love this game, but sadly it will not be a launch title because it is coming out in 2021. Pragmata looks very interesting. The graphics are fabulous as well. Oh, there's also a holographic cat. This game has the latest release date, with it planning to come out in 2022. This next game looks spectacular. It's Horizon Forbidden West. The magnificent world is a futuristic version of Western America and filled with spectacular robotic monsters. It looks amazing. Wow, that was a great console reveal right there. I personally love how it looks. I like blue, and I like it with the sleek, modern style. I think it looks great. It's very different from the PS4. It definitely has some different look. It's vertical in this position. I think that's how I'll be displaying it, because I think it looks best in that way. I was really hoping we'd have a console reveal at least somewhere in the video. I was pretty sure we would, and finally we got it, and I was pumped. I was so happy. I think it looks great. Personally, it looks amazing in my opinion. The stand at the bottom makes it look good. I just think it looks great. I'm already interested in what special designs and additions they'll have. I'm like, what? This is very cool in my opinion. So, you know, if one console wasn't good enough, we get a second one. They're the same exact console, except for the second one doesn't have a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray drive, so you can't play physical games. You have to get everything digitally. That probably will be cheaper, and maybe we'll have less storage. I'm not exactly sure, but it should be the same. We get the DualSense wireless controller. We already knew about that. A charging station, an HD camera, Pulse 3D wireless headset, that's awesome, and a media remote, that is really cool. Personally, this lineup looks amazing to me. I have so many things to talk about. I'll just pause it right here and you guys can look at all that. Personally, that whole lineup just looks wonderful in my opinion. So what we got basically is we got a charging station, which I personally thought that we would at least get one from like a third-party company or something. I just assumed there would be one available. We get an HD camera. I think, well, I'll talk about that in a minute. Also, a Pulse 3D wireless headset, awesome. That one looks cool. I wonder if it's going to be good. I think those two are going to try to help us be in the game. I don't know how the camera will do it, but maybe... I don't think they'll do anything as crazy as the Wii, you know, how the Wii had, like, motion sensor and everything. I don't think they'll do that, but I think it's cool, personally, just that they have the wireless headset. I wonder how many people will get the headset over, like, I know SteelSeries has some good headsets, just some, like, other good brand headsets. I wonder if people will get the Pulse 3D instead. You know, I wonder which will be better. Will the Pulse 3D feel cheap? It looks like it would probably be a pretty good headset. Like, it might go for $50. Media remote, I'm excited for. I think what media remote is going to be is like if you're in YouTube or Disney Plus, Netflix, HBO Max, whatever you're in, instead of using a controller, you can use the media remote, which would probably just make it. Maybe if you have other family members, like I know if my family members used a PlayStation, if they had like a controller, like a remote, just to use on a streaming service or YouTube or whatever, it might just be easier for them. So I think that's what it'll be for. I don't think it's meant to be like playing GTA 5 or something with a remote. I don't think we'll do that. That looks amazing. So far what we know about some of the like ports that was on it, apparently it's a standard USB port with a USB-C. Pretty neat. And below that, I believe it's a power button and a eject button with disc size to the left. Someone did some math with the ports and their sizes and stuff, and the console, if they're right, is going to be 14 inches tall, so that is a tall console. Hey guys, it's Future Me real quick, and I just wanted to say, earlier I said I'm going to have my PS5 in a vertical position. It can also go horizontally, which is what my Xbox One is, and I know a lot of consoles go that way. I'm pretty sure the PS4 looks better when it's horizontal, but I think the PS5 looks better vertically, because when it's horizontal, to me, it looks weird. Like, when it's vertical, the top black part kind of curves back, but when it's horizontal, it's like that part curves to the right. In my opinion, it just looks a little funky. And when it's vertical, the white part, when it gets to the top, it edges out, it opens up a little bit. So when it's on the side, it looks like it's like a piece of metal after like a car crash or something. When it's like bended, the white part, when it's horizontally, it looks like it's lifted up, and the other part's like pushed down. It just looks a little odd to me, but you can do it that way. It's not going to change anything. It's just a look. It's not making it a worse console. I'm wondering about the airflow. I think if the airflow's in the back, it'll be fine. Probably with the fans, it will also be fine, because the fans are where the LED is, but in my opinion, it doesn't look as great. but it also is there for you if you want it. And in this picture, you do get to see a little more of a controller, where what I thought was that it would be black on the back too. It's actually just like, it looks like the black part's just a small part, and it gets to white on the back of the controller. A little bit about the DualSense controller. It has a USB-C port at the top, so I think that'll be for charging, unless they wanted to make the controller just look smoother. They didn't show anything where you can put batteries in, so I'm pretty sure we'll be charging it. It has a built-in microphone and integrated speaker, so if you jump into the game, you can quickly, if you're talking with your teammates, you can quickly talk to them. I really hope people won't just have this on all the time. It looks like on the controller there's a button where you can just click it and it shuts off your microphone. I think that's amazing. Also get a headset jack, so I don't know if Pulse 3D wireless headset will be cord or Bluetooth. I hope it's Bluetooth, because I think that would be better. I'm going to say one real quick thing. It's the 3D Pulse wireless headset. Yeah, the headset's going to be wireless. I didn't really catch it earlier, and it kind of makes me look dumb now, but the headset is called wireless headset. So there's a headset jack, so if you want to use any headphone that has a headset jack and cord. But anyway, it's the wireless headset, so it'll be wireless. I didn't catch that later. I'm editing right now, and I'm like, oh shoot. 3D audio? They say the controller has 3D audio, so I'm wondering maybe if you have Pulse 3Ds on, if someone's shooting from behind, you hear it in the back of the headset. That'd be very cool if we could maybe I know in certain games, if someone is a floor above you or a floor below you and they're shooting, you can there's a sound differentiation, there's a difference in the sounds basically. So I'm wondering how the 3D audio will work, because I know the controller has some good audio in there, since it has a speaker right there, it can play from the controller, so that's pretty interesting. I'm so happy to see what that's going to look like. The touchpad, apparently the top white middle part is going to be a touchpad. I saw something really cool. If I can find a video, I'll put it up. But it was someone used the touchpad in all these different games. It was just a mock-up. It was just a fan art or something, and it looked really cool. It's a menu, we could slide with it. I thought it was very interesting. If we get that would be amazing. Haptic feedback and resistive triggers or adaptive triggers looks amazing. That's going to be very fun. I think all of these DualSense, all of what's in the DualSense, all of this innovations with it, with the wireless headset, is meant to immerse you into the game and make you feel like you're in the game, not playing the game, which I think is cool. I think it's really cool. I think Sony really likes that, and they're really trying it. I do think the Pulse 3D wireless headset will be a good speaker, or a good audio and everything. I think that'll be very good. Same with the DualSense speaker. Probably not the built-in microphone. That might not be so great, but the speaker will probably be great, because Sony is a yes, they're a tech company in all different parts, but they're also a audio company, and they have some pretty good audio, I've heard. So I think that will be a very good headset. Probably won't be high-end and super expensive, though. Jim Ryan said the PlayStation sits in the living area of most homes, and we kind of felt it would be nice to provide a design that would really grace most living areas. That's what we've tried to do, and we think we've been successful in that. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know how this is really going to blend in with my living room. I think it will look nice. We have a black entertainment center, so it'll probably look good. To be fair for Jim Ryan, he did then go and say we wanted to do something that was bold and daring almost. We wanted something forward-facing and future-facing, something for the 2020s. This makes a lot more sense. We have said it looks futuristic, and I think a lot of people would agree that it looks futuristic and like a spaceship or something. So maybe that goes a little more with what he's saying, and that's what they wanted. I think they've achieved that forward-facing and future-facing look, and I think it is bold and daring, but I believe they pulled it off, in my opinion. We also got to see a new login screen and a sound, basically. That was before Astro's Playroom, that trailer. So in the promotions that I saw on Twitter that Sony released, and they released it at a lot of different places, the controller in the promotion picture was full black. Yes, maybe the lighting, it was kind of a dark lighting, so maybe they just wanted it to look black, but could they be hinting at a full black controller along with a console? I don't know if at the like launch, they'll do a black console and a white/black console. That'd be interesting. I'll show like a mock-up of someone doing a black controller, just what it looks like. It looks really cool. I also really like how they have like a colorful PlayStation button. That looks cool in my opinion. But I'm interested to see. So what we don't know really right now is we don't know the price, the actual release date, what day and week it releases, how loud it will be. Will it be like big? The fans, what it looks like, there might be a big fan in the back. But what it looks like is that the fans are in between the black and the white. Basically where the blue light is, that seems where the fans are. So will that be loud? Will that be enough fans? I'm wondering what we'll see. Also, how will the back look like? I mean, there's got to be a power insert or something. I don't know. But that'll be interesting to see. What accessories will be in the starter bundle? We got a console, a controller, a headset, a charging station, a media remote, and an HD camera. If all 6 of those were in the console's main starter bundle, that'd be like maybe $800. I know Sony could probably sell it for $800. I think you might just get the controller and one controller and the console with either one, and probably will come with a game, so you have to buy everything else separate. It'd be cool if you could buy the controller and console in one, and there's also another bundle that gives you the controller, the console, and all the accessories, all that, you know. I'm already wondering what other colors there will be. I saw something online real quick. I didn't look into it very much, but it looked like they had the white part of a console was different colors. I'm interested to see if it will be something like, I believe, the Xbox 360. Their, like, front panel, you could take it off and put on new ones, and they sold a lot of those. What if that's what PlayStation's is like? It probably would take a little bit of, like, tweaking and stuff. Not tweaking, but, like, you might need to get a screwdriver out to do it. It might not be easy, but could there be, like, wraps for the white part? I'm already wondering, like, basically what, like, special editions there will be as well for the Xbox. So I may do, like, a video where I show off some interesting ones I found on the internet. Maybe some I found myself. I'd love to do that. Because I'm already wondering what special editions we'll get and stuff. So I'll put up a little graphic here. It's not going to have much, but I'll have the games. You can see all the games. And you can see the release dates. And if I don't know the release date or it wasn't revealed, I'll put unknown. Also, I'll put up the colorful PlayStation logo. Those are for PlayStation 5 exclusives. The other games will be on PC, Switch, Xbox. I don't know what they will be on, but they won't be exclusive to PS5. The ones with the colorful PlayStation logo are exclusive, which are some of the big PlayStation games. But I'm really glad that we got to see that many games, a console reveal, and tons of peripherals and accessories. Like, that is amazing, because sometimes game companies aren't that, like, generous, but Sony was really generous, and so does a ton. We got to see a lot. The show was amazing. It was great. I'm not giving it, like, a rating right now, but it was really, really good. I hope this persuades Xbox to maybe show off something. I don't know, but Xbox was definitely in the lead, I would say. They showed off a console, and they showed off games, even though I don't think any of their games looked that great. But now Sony has jumped in the lead. Like, Sony has done most of it now. What else does Sony have to prove? You know, I feel like the PlayStation 5 looks better than Xbox Series X. I don't know, I love it. I just love how it looks, and I think their game lineup looks better, their controller. I think I am an Xbox fan, and I've owned an Xbox 360, and that was, like, the console I grew up on. That was, like, my first actual gaming console. I did have a Wii before that and DS's, but, like, the Xbox 360 I really grew up on. But the PlayStation 5 looks much better than Series X, I'll have to say it, you know? So I hope this persuades Xbox. Maybe, like, in their pictures of the console, maybe they're just showing the controller, you know? Maybe it was just, like, what it looks like is the Xbox One controller, but without the, like, dimple in the middle, I would say. And it had a couple different buttons. Like, I think they replaced one of their buttons with a share button or a create button. So it wasn't that much different. I hope for just, like, it was just, like, a placeholder controller. If they have a new one, maybe not, though. But maybe they can come out and show us a ton of new games, show some bundles, show a price. If they show, a pretty low price, not like $200, but, like, $450 if they can. I know a lot of people will be happy about that, and that'll probably make them happy. But I hope this persuades Xbox to do something, to realize, oh, Sony is winning, we need to step up to the plate, and we need to show what we have to offer, you know? The Xbox is still leading in internals and specs and everything. Yeah, I know Sony, the PS5 supports Dolby Atmos. Dolby Atmos, I think. Yeah. That's like an audio thing. They support that. They're pretty even on like 8K support, 4K at 120 frames per second. But Xbox still is leading with some of the CPU, the graphics card, some of the main parts of the console that makes it powerful. It is running. I think it has more memory. So yeah. But I definitely will say this show was much better than Xbox's gameplay reveal show that was like a month ago. I didn't think that one was great at all. Yeah, we saw Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but other than that, we got like, I don't know, I didn't think I saw very many good games there. I didn't really like it. But I'll put up the graphic, obviously, you can see that. I think that's all I gotta say. I will be doing a special editions or something, and just show off a couple special edition consoles we've seen. Maybe talk about what could be a special edition with the upcoming games, what could possibly be special editions, and I'll do one video for both consoles. So they'll both be in the same video. I'll also do a PlayStation versus Xbox, which will be about like a month or 2 months before the console releases, and it won't be like a full review or something, but it will be like just saying, here's the launch titles, here's the bundles, here's the price, here's the power, so on and so forth. But I will say this is a very good show. If I gotta recap it, we got a ton of games, a ton of big party games. I know Resident Evil 8 or Resident Evil Village is a big game that a lot of people would like. Spider-Man Miles Morales is a big game. Gran Turismo 7 is a big game. I think Pragmata will be a pretty cool looking game that comes out later. I know a lot of people like Horizon Forbidden West, so I think it's really awesome how much they gave us. That was wonderful. We also got to see a new console and a new console, and the controller. I guess we learned that it had a headphone jack, but did we know that before? I don't really know. But we got to see the controller again. That's not too bad because that controller is a very nice looking controller. We also got to see headphones, a media remote, a charging station, and a camera. Yeah, so that was amazing. That's wonderful. All we have left to ask Sony and them what they have to show us. They don't have anything to prove because they are winning the console race at the moment, I would say. PS5 versus Xbox Series X, I would say PS5 is in the lead. But if they do have anything we need to know, it's the price, the starting bundle, and the release date, the actual release date. Yeah, we can know how the back will look, whether it's very loud, what the starting screen will look like, some of that interesting stuff. Maybe a couple more games. I do know some more games are coming. I saw something online where it said more games are coming. But anyway, all we need to know now is the price, the release date, and the bundles. Unless maybe if they're showing us like a new portable, if we get like a PS Vita 2, a PSV, I don't know what they would call it, but that'd be cool. And see what the PSVR does with the PS5. So that was great, everyone. Down below, I'm going to link to the video, the live stream. You can still watch it right now. I'll also leave a link to Sony's website and to Sony's Twitter, because they posted a lot there. I'll also leave a link to my Twitter, my Instagram. If you want to go, you can check those out. Also one to my YouTube. You can also click on the circle with my face in it to go to my YouTube. And thank you for subscribing. That means a ton. Also, if you want to be notified when I release a new video, because I will be doing a lot of new videos on the new next-gen consoles, the new consoles, Xbox Series X and PS5. I'll also be doing a lot of stuff for Nintendo. Hopefully I'll do one soon for Paper Mario, whatever comes out about that. So yeah, just hit that bell notification button and you can be tuned in. Thank you all for watching. Bye. Have a great day.